Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back again here on the Farming Sim 15 on the Xbox One. As you recall, last episode we were trying this little contraption and we found out really quick, guess what? It doesn't work. This does not work. So, with that being said, as you can see, it made the one pass over there and then it stopped short. And what else did it do? And then it turned way over here. So what we're going to do is this. So let's go ahead and we're going to dump this off for right now. Where can we put this? Let's just put this over here right now, because we're going to still have this on this field. So let's go like this. Let's dump that there. Let's get this thing here set back up and get this going the right way. It was a test, and like I said, I'd seen someone do it and I didn't know if it was going to work or not. I guess I don't know. I don't know how it would work. I don't know what would take priority there of making this work, but we're going to zip this bad boy up here. See if we can get this lined up a bit. Like as such. And then we'll hire a worker. Let this play out. See if this works. There we go. Now this guy should zip right around. Perfect. All right. So what I was thinking was that probably the fertilizer was overriding the plow when we did this earlier. And by that, I mean that, hold on, I need to drink water here real quick. What I mean by that is when we had the plow on and we hired the worker, possibly since we were like maybe activating that or something, maybe that's what was causing the thing to like, it was taking priority over the plow. I wonder if we had the plow as the priority, if the fertilizer would still work. I don't know. I'll have to do some off-camera testing again and see if that works. I'm not going to do it again because it seems like just a waste of time for me right now. Like, this works this makes 2 passes on 1 pass of the fertilizer, so I ain't going to worry about it. I'm just going to let this thing do its thing. We got so many other things we got to get done here. We're still trying to get this done over here. I don't know where we're at with this. We don't have a demand for silage, but let's take a look at this really quick, figure out where we are. Yeah, we're at 50% on that. I think we're about 80% on the feed. So we've still got that one to work on. Let's look at our trees. Our trees still are not growing. I don't know what's going on here. It seems like we've been through quite a few day cycles, and I don't understand why these trees here haven't grown all the way up yet. But could be a glitch in the system. I don't know. It seems like we've probably had enough days that those should have grown by now, but we ain't going to worry about that. We got to get back to this. We had this set up. I went ahead and I unloaded this off camera when I came in here, kind of prepping everything for today's recording. So we got to get this guy here. He's filled up. Let's go ahead and see if he lines out here and gets going again. There we go. He's kind of going off at a weird angle. There, he's starting to straighten out there a little bit. Okay. So we'll let that guy do his thing. We're going to leave that parked there. Where's our... Let's clear down there, huh? Where is it? Where is he? Hello? Where are you? There he is. So let's go ahead and turn this around. We're going to start sucking up all the silage. We're right in the middle of this harvest. The other thing that I was thinking about doing was, we showed you that that new tractor last episode. What I was actually thinking about doing is maybe making like a, oh, why did I just do that? Why am I spazzing out right now? Hold on. There, that's what I needed to do. Jeez, oh, Pete. I come on here and I just lose the controls, man. I haven't played in days on this thing. What I was saying was we were looking at that new tractor last episode, and what we might consider doing this episode, these next few episodes, is actually getting into, I need... There we go. What I was thinking about doing was maybe spending some of our money to actually like get into the sweet beet. But I don't know. I'm still kind of debating that as well. Just due to the fact that I think that other tractor's like $500,000 to be able to buy the actual harvester for the sweet beets. And then we still got to buy the trailer for it. We still got to buy, there was something else we had to buy. We have to buy the header. Let's take a look at that really quick. What I thought about doing was this. I thought about buying this, which is $458,000 plus $57,000 for the harvester head. So not so cheap, as you can see. It's a little bit less than this one. The animations on this one's really cool though compared to this one. So it might be something to consider, but I think it's a little out of our price budget right now. The other thing that I was considering was possibly the trailer. Was it under here? No. Auger trailers? Where was that at? Spreaders, loaders. Wait, was it under this? No. You want to sell? No, back. No, I don't want to do that. Let's look at this one. This one right here. So it's like $62,000 for that. But also, not only that, we'd have to buy like a way to plant with like a sow machine. So I don't know. It's a little pricey right now for us to be jumping into that. I think we need to stay on this grind, trying to get this silage done. Like I said, we need to get this dumped. We need to get these fields harvested. I think I'm going to try to play around with a little bit of corn, possibly. We're going to plant some little different crops in here and whatnot. Let's get this guy out of the way. Get these fields prepped. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff that we got to get done. We're, like I said, we're in the middle of this harvest right now. We just got to get this harvest done. We're starting to get so much equipment. I was hoping those trees would hurry up and get like growed up so we could like go and spend a whole like episode of just just doing a bunch of logging, but I can't seem to get those trees to grow for some reason. I don't know why. But what's going to end up happening is we're going to have all this like harvested, then we're going to have so much silage that I'm going to have to spend some time off camera, I think, getting this silage done. So, which is fine. I mean, that's what we need to do. We need to get on track to that other windmill. I also need to consider like buying another field or two. All right, so it's almost full, so I got to pay attention. I don't get in the talking binge here and forget to make sure that this is topped off and stop this thing from harvesting. I think our harvester might be pretty full. Oh, man. Come on, fill it up. Oh, look, our harvester filled up right at the very end. Like, he had to stop right at the end. That's terrible. Okay, this is almost filled. And come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. And stop. All right. Okay, let's get this guy unloaded. So 250,000. We're still a ways from. We got. I think we figured out that we still had our loan available to us, so that would be 450. So we're not quite halfway there for our windmill yet. All right, we'll let this guy unload here. Let's pull this thing up here. We'll go ahead. We'll grab this. We'll go dump this. And by the time we get this up here, this should be done. We'll get him started on the next field. And then we'll come back, finish this off. We got to get the other tractor over and actually get him seeding the field too. Okay, this guy should almost be done. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to wait for him to be done, and we're going to jump him over onto this other field. That dump out. There we go. And whoop, and boom. Okay, let him do his thing. Let's go dump this really quick. Oh, we got so many things going on here. We gotta park that. We gotta get that tractor out of the way, that auger tractor. We gotta get rid of that baler. I don't think we're gonna make any more bales as of right now. Our silage over at our feeding for our cattle. Oh, that's what we gotta do too. We gotta buy some cows. But I wanted to get more feed put in there. Okay. Oh, this is completely filled up. Is it not? Let's look. I think we come to the conclusion that this was filled, right? Yeah, 100% filled. Okay, let's unload this bad boy. There we go. So what we need to do is we need to consider what we're going to do with that that slurry. I still haven't figured that one out yet. I don't know if I'm going to store that up or God, I don't know. We've got to consider what we're going to do with that. Let's look at this really quick. Slurry tanks. So we can use this. This will spread, right? Yes, this will spread. So we can get this one for 62. We can't really afford a truck though, because we're at 62,000. And what's another truck? So we'd have to use one of the other trucks. Yeah, 200 or 185. Okay. Yeah, we could buy that slurry spreader, but like I said, I still believe that the other one's better. So the fertilizer, I mean, it's just way easier and cost effective. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with that slurry. I'm going to have to, whoa. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Let's see. We got to get this tractor here moved. Why did I bring this tractor all the way down here? That I don't know. I don't know why I brought this all the way down here. I really don't. Just due to the fact that I wasn't going to make any more bales. So I don't know why I brought this all the way down here. Let's go ahead and dump this off. Let's grab this. Oh yeah, let's go right through here. Perfect. Okay. So we got to get this guy going on this field. This guy's still plowing away. Okay, so it's going to be a while for that guy. So let's go ahead and park this here. Oh, let's go like this. Pick this up. Too many things going on, man. Way too many things going on. Turn that on. Let's pick this up. So we could probably use another one of those plows, because if we had another plow, we could get this plow, that other tractor plowing this field, which would be kind of nice. You know what I mean? I mean, that is a larger field over there. That's why it's taking him so long, but still. Let's go like that. These harvests, I tell you, they're the hardest thing of all when you're playing Farming Sim, is just trying to get the harvest done and get everything planted. And like the casual world that I have, it actually has, like, I own every field, and some of the fields are so large, like you can spend a good couple hours just doing the one field, like just one field, like harvesting, prepping, and replanting, and then walking away. Oh, it can take forever. So this short little stretch of these three little fields is not that bad compared to some of those larger fields, but it does get kind of repetitive that we're, this is all we're doing is just harvesting the fields and replanting. That's why it's kind of nice to mix up the different crops. But this makes quick cash for us. Like I said, once we get the windmill going, we have a little more disposable cash. It'll be kind of fun. We can start venturing out. I'd like to try to venture out a little bit more. Like I said, I found in my casual world that the beets and potatoes, they actually, the fields I actually planted them on was huge fields, and those fields are were very large, and it doesn't take a lot to fill up with potatoes and stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do in this one is what I was considering doing was actually taking and planting. Let's look at the map at field 16. That's right there next to our farm. I was thinking about making that one like our sweet beets or potato, or maybe both. Maybe we can plant it with one and then do it with the other. But like I said, it's going to cost us like $1 million in equipment to actually buy the right piece of equipment. So I'd like to maybe start off with the sweet beets, just due to the fact that we can get that new tractor and be able to utilize it a bit. I don't know. I don't think we get a lot of money for sweet beets, or sugar beets, if memory serves me right. Okay, let's slide up here. Is this almost? Oh, it's 60-some%. Okay. But like I said, I still want to do some logging too. I think the logging would be fun to do a whole episode on, but I'm just waiting for those trees to go. Probably what I'm going to end up doing is when I end this episode, I'm going to cycle a day, since we are getting to that time. It's starting to get late. I'm going to like end the episode, and then I'll cycle the time. That way it's a nice fresh new day for us on the next recording session that we have here. Okay, how full is this? 84%. Okay, let's just pull this out of the way then. Because like I said, I'm about 2 seconds from just taking and cutting these down, because why these are not growing, I don't know. They shouldn't be too close, because as you can see, these are like way close over here. So it shouldn't be that. I don't know if they're just glitched, why they're not growing, but they're definitely not the size of the others. At all. Like, not even close. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Let's see. And we have 2 stacks of hay here, right? It's not just one. Or is it just one? Oh, no. Yeah, it's 2. So it shouldn't be too bad here. Let's check this really quick. Okay, this is done. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is this. Just to kind of show you guys this really quick before we end this episode, since we are right here with this. So the thing that you want to do with this is how we're going to feed our cows now. We're going to go like this. Oh, I know what I kind of wanted to do, to be honest. I'm not quite where I need to be here, but that's okay. Push that back. There we go. And we'll dump this in here. Look at that. And then we'll go like this. Slide this up like this. All right. So I was doing this the other day, and it was kind of interesting when I was doing this. Like, the hay bales, like every time I'd go forward, like I would be going forward, and the force of the tractor should be pushing the hay bales backwards because of the weight of the tractor, or the weight of the bales. And every time I'd go forward, the bales on the forks would like move forward. It was like the craziest thing I ever seen. Okay, so what you do is you can see once you drop the bales in there, it just kind of turns like this. Let me turn this on here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So you can see up here in the upper left, it says hay and straw. And you can see that it's kind of filled up in there, and it's kind of like says 50% and 50%. Okay. So what we want to do from here is we actually want to drive over to here to our silage. We actually want to turn our mix wagon on, and we'll start mixing the product there, right? But it's also like spinning the head in the front, as you can see. So what we can do is we can actually lower this down like this, and when we pull in here, you'll see that it will like spit out this top piece right here off this conveyor. So let's go ahead and slide up here. We'll grab a little bit of this, and you'll see it all mix out to 33%. There we go. So it automatically fills up, and then you'll see all the margins there go up to 33%. Boom, 33.33. So now we're completely mixed the way that we need to be. So we can actually shut this wagon off. We can actually now come over here like this, and we'll park it right here next to this bad boy. And this is like the primo feed for our cattle right here. We'll like slide in here like this. We'll back this up a little bit like such. About right there. And then we can unload the wagon. And then that'll fill this up. Now, as you can see, it's starting to fill it up, but it doesn't fill it completely up. You've got to fill this up a couple of times with this thing. So it uses up a lot of feed. As you see, it's still going even though it shows full. So we can actually load some more up into this bad boy, and it's going to fill this thing up even more. I believe, if memory serves me right, it also maybe feeds over here. I'm not 100% sure. I think what you do is I think it's justifying the space of those feeders in this feeder, because I can dump it all in this feeder. And then if I come over here, this doesn't look like it's full, and I try to dump feed in here and it says I can't do it. So that's something that you got to consider when you're doing the cattle. So, but that's how you do the optimal feed, so we can get the optimal production of milk out of our cattle. And that's why I was kind of waiting on the silage over here to get done. You can see now we're going to end up using, a few more hay bales. So you'll end up burning through hay pretty fast. So at this point, I'm still not going to purchase any cattle because I'd like to get this filled up here. I'm going to get this filled up. We're going to make, I'm probably going to make some more hay now that I think about it. That's probably why I brought the baler over. I'm going to make some more hay so that we can fill up that, so that we can start producing some manure, and then we'll kind of go for there. So, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode, guys, because it's getting to that time. We're at 22 minutes already. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming, come hang out, be part of the audience. And until next time, guys, we'll see your faces later.